Okay, let's meet the first driver of the 2011 Chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup. Field has joined us, and that's Carl Edwards. He drives the number 99 Aflac Ford for Roush Fenway. Carl comes in as the 5th seed, 2,003 points. At 3 points based on the one win that he's got this year. He had a heck of a race here tonight as well. And Carl, talk about the race here tonight at Richmond and your thoughts now that this Chase field has been set.
Well, once I get over the frustration of not winning this thing, I'm going to be pretty excited about how fast our team is. We really turned things around tonight. That's the best we've run on a short track in years. So that was huge. But that was a tough race not to win. I felt like we had the car to beat, and if we had another lap or two, we would have been all up in or all over Harvick there. So it was a fun race. I did have a good time, and I'm ready to go get this Chase on.
So did you make it? Yeah, I made it. Good job. How many points did you make it in there?
That was easy.
I finished 15.
Thank you, Carl. And joining us up here right now as well, Dale Earnhardt Jr. drives the number 88 Amp Energy National Guard Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. Come on up, Brad.
It was terrible.
You're sitting right to the right there. Can we get his name tag there? And we've got Dale Earnhardt, 10th in points, 2,000 is worth the number that he will start with. And on the far right down there is Brad Keselowski. He drives the number 2 Miller Lite Dodge. He's our number 1 wild card driver. And he's seated 11th also with 2,000 points. Let's hear from Dale Earnhardt Jr. tonight. Dale, boy, I tell you, you persevered. That car got beat around a little bit, but you persevered and handled some things, and you're in the Chase. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man. We had a pretty good year, and tonight didn't start off too good. We got in a little bit of a crash there. The 33 spun out early, and I think everybody back there behind him was alerted of the accident, except for one or two guys, and they come through there and drove a few of us into it, and bent up a bunch of stuff on my car. I could run good for about 10 laps till the tires would go away, and then we had too much camber or something. The right front was wearing out the right front tire, and we just we got lucky, got the lucky dog a bunch, and ended up finishing 15th somehow. So I felt like I was disappointed we didn't get to show how good a car we had, because I thought we had a good one yesterday in practice. And it's all over with now. We'll just go see how we can do in this Chase.
Thank you, Dale. Brad Keselowski has joined us. As I said, he's our top wild card entry. He's got 3 wins on the year. And Brad, seated 11th, you were knocking on the door trying to get in that top 10 earlier in the race, and certainly had a car that looked like it was going to be very strong there. But talk about getting in the Chase as a wild card, Brad.
Yeah, we would have much rather preferred to capitalize on the wins and get in the top 10, obviously. But we gave it a good effort. It was going to take a lot to get it done, but I'm certainly going to look back at the first part of the year and wish that we'd been able to find those 20-some points or whatever it was we were off. But still have a lot to be proud of for the year that we've had to win 3 races. I think most people would tell you that having 3 races won is a pretty good year and making the Chase. So try not to get too greedy about having the 3 wins and the bonus points. Just thankful for the year we've had, and just got to keep working on it. We've got some good momentum going, and a lot of things to be proud of this year. If we can find just a little bit more speed, I feel like we can be a serious contender in the championship, because we're doing a good job executing. I feel like we're kind of out finishing what we've got for speed, and that's what good teams do. So hopefully we can circle back and find just a little more speed, and then we've got a shot at it.
Okay, we're going to take just a few questions for these guys, but we'll take them as we go. Well, let's go Bruce Martin right here.
Yeah, I know. Bruce Martin, SI.com. Dale, was there any point there early where you were just kind of sitting here thinking, man, my world's about to crumble here if we're not careful?
No, not really. I wasn't worried at all. I knew I'd seen race cars run good at short tracks before, and I figured we had all night to fix it. So I felt like, if we were a good enough team, we'd get the job done. Brad had to run his ass off to win the race or run in the top 5 to make it tough on us. and he almost did that, but I felt good. I mean, I knew my team could fix the car good enough, and if everything fell the right way for us as far as them cautions and getting them lucky dogs, getting an opportunity to work on the car, we'd be fine.
Okay, Holly, you got a question? Go ahead.
That was my question, but I have another one for you, Dale. Just talk about being back in the chase. I know that this is big for you.
Yeah, I'm proud to be in the chase. I feel like I'm a good enough driver to be in the chase. My team's good enough to be there. As a group, I think we're good enough to be in the top 10. And I could look back over the season and just easily think of several instances where we cost ourselves 10 and 15 points that made this situation difficult this weekend. Had we been more cautious and smarter at certain times, we wouldn't even have to worry about it this weekend. But we're a good team, and I'm proud to carry my sponsors and HMS in the chase and represent them in the chase. And hopefully, we're going to work real hard. Hopefully, we do a good job.
Go ahead, David.
Dale, you talked, I think, yesterday about having more bullets in the gun when the chase starts. I mean, what do you think you have for them over the final 10 races? Well,
we got to run a different setup than what we run tonight. And the last 6 weeks, frankly. But we had a pretty good run of it going the first 15 races, and for whatever reason, we've sort of fell off and forgotten some things or over-engineered something. But we need to look hard at what we're doing, what we've been doing, sort of a patterns, find something within what we're trying that's might be hurting us or hampering our ability to really drive the cars as well as I want to drive them. But Steve's told me he's been kind of conservative. We've been conservative on the motor and a couple other things in the last several weeks just to make sure we don't have any catastrophic problems like engine failure. And there's some other things on the engineering side. So we'll just see. I mean, I don't think that any of that stuff's really going to make us faster, but, we'll go in there with a good attitude.
Go ahead, Lewis.
Yes, Lewis Frank Reuters. Brett, in the middle of the race, you took off, and then you kind of fell off. There was something on TV, but I didn't hear it. And how does this look for you for a championship? Because you come in with a wild card, but you come in with only one less win. Of course, you don't get the bonus points, but you had 3 wins, and only 2 other drivers have beat you in wins this year. So how'd your race go and your outlook for the chase?
Yeah, sure. Well, I felt really good. I felt like Superman when we came in, put new tires on, and there was a couple other guys that had came in with us, Lewis, and we were able to drive up through the pack much faster than even I had anticipated, and we just didn't have anything for Carl. He was still driving away with older tires, so we still got a lot of work to do, and kind of made it look good. I'm sure there was some people that really got interested in that, but we still got to work on, still got to find speed because we just we didn't have it when we were on equal footing. So I still like our outlook. This was one of the tracks that we struggled on in the spring, so we were able to come back and run a lot better, which is encouraging. But we still have a ways to go. We've got what I feel like are some good races coming up for us in the chase. Obviously going back to Kansas, which we had ran good at even before we won it on fuel mileage. And I think I look at tracks like Martinsville. I think we were really good there as well. And I think we're going to come back to those races and be really strong. So I think there's not really a bad track for us coming up in the chase. And I feel like we're really on a high note, and we've got as good a shot as anybody else. And I really believe that.
Go ahead, Bob.
Bob Hockerstein Daily for Dale Jr. I mean, do you feel that making the chase kind of validates the extension you signed? And could you imagine what life would be like if you didn't make the chase after being in the top 10 virtually all year?
Well, I mean, I'd have a lot less to do over the next 10 weeks. That's about all, I guess. I'm in the chase, and I got an opportunity to run for the championship. I got an opportunity to compete and improve my position, my points position, and improve the overall payout. I still got a race to run. When you're not in the chase, it's a consolation to finish 13th or whatever your opportunity is, the best you can do. But that's not that that's not all that exciting. You basically just kind of hold it together the last 10 races and don't do anything stupid. And settle some scores, but we'll just. I think it does validate our team. I think it says a lot about our team, and I've always felt like this team was good enough to be in the top 10. I feel like that tonight we almost gave it away. Nobody really. We got outrun all year long several different times, but we almost gave it away, and a few times too. So I'm pretty proud of what we've been able to do all year.
Dustin?
Dustin Long, Landmark Newspapers, one for Carl and one for Brad. Carl, looking ahead to the chase, what do you see as the greatest challenge for you and your team? Brad, first time in the chase. How do you look at it? How do you study, or what kind of perspective do you take looking forward?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about all the races we're going to after tonight. This is the best we've run on a short track in a long time. So, the race I'm usually worried about the most would be Martinsville, and I'm pretty excited. I didn't expect us to run as well as we did tonight. So, I think our team there for a little while we were kind of slowing down, and then last week we ran really well at Atlanta, and this week we felt like a dominant car all night, just a really fast car. So, I'm excited.
Go ahead, Brad.
I thought you were talking to me, Kerry. Yeah. What'd you say about being new in the chase? Well, I mean, I feel like I'm viewing it like a 1-year-old that got his first box of crayons. Just amazed and happy to have them, and it was great. It's everything's fresh, new, and a lot of positive momentum. And no matter what happens in the chase, it's still an honor to be in it. And that doesn't mean I'm making excuses if we don't run well. That by no means. But I'm just thoroughly going to enjoy it and approach it with a fairly open mind. And try not to box myself into saying we've got to do this or we've got to do that. I'm just going to go out there and run hard each and every week, do the best I can, and it'll either come together or it won't.
What'd you say about crayons?
Well, you got kids. You should know. Do they have crayons yet?
No, I like that box with the sharpener on the back.
No.
Let's go to the press box. Any questions in the press box?
He's got kids with crayons.
Yes, there are still people up here in Ice Station Zebra, Kerry.
Go ahead. Ask the question.
Gaston Gazette. Carl Edwards.
Yeah.
Carl, I'm multitasking and writing about 3 things at once, so I may not know something. Tell me why you didn't pit and why that didn't, in the end, cost you the race.
Carl, why didn't you pit there? I was wondering the same thing.
Screw you, Brad. I'm actually excited that Brad didn't get those bonus points. I think he's going to be a big threat for the championship. I didn't know that till just now, so I'm kind of pumped about that. But
fair enough.
I don't know why we didn't pit. I think Bob thought that there was going to be another caution. We were kind of getting caution after caution, and we just we thought more guys would stay out. And we're still running third. When the next caution came out, and we still should have been able to win that race. I didn't get a good enough restart, didn't get by Jeff quick enough to have a lap or two once I got to Kevin. So, we learned a lesson. It cost us 3 points, but once I get over, like I said, once I get over the frustration of not winning that thing, I'll be happy about how we ran.
Go ahead, press box.
Lee Spencer, Fox Sports for Carl. You were so strong during the regular season. Do you guys feel you're back where you need to be to go out and finally win this thing?
Yeah, big time. I was. These guys know how it feels. When you're running really well, everything's easy, and when you're struggling a little bit, you get nervous. Like, when are we going to get back on track? So, I feel like after tonight's run, the way we ran, that's a shot in the arm for me. I feel like we can run with the guys that are running like Brad has been running the last few weeks. I feel like we're back up there, and I know it's just one race, but I think everyone will agree that Richmond is a race that really it tests a lot of parts of your team. You have to have a real good car, and we made one strategy mistake tonight, but we're a team, and we're in this together, and if that's the worst mistake we make in the chase, we're going to be okay.
Guys, congratulations on making the chase. Dale.